again started. It's some network issue. So what we were discussing, specialization, right? The person should be specialized or have the proper knowledge, skills and experience to do that work. If I hire someone else who is not with the relevant experience, skills, management skills as a manager, we will face problems, right? So the specialization is important. Next is what? Coordination. If there is just an organization structure and there is no coordination between the people in that structure, will it be helpful? See, I am having a manager. I am talking something to my manager, telling him my issue. He is not taking that into account. He is not cooperating, coordinating with me to help that issue. Will it work? Will my work be done? No. Again, my manager is facing some issue. He reports it to his manager. He is also not taking that into account. He is not also cooperating, coordinating with him. Again, it will face problems. So the organization structure is there, but when there is proper cooperation and coordination in that organization structure, we can easily achieve the goals or the objectives set within the team and the organization, right? Do you agree with this? Hello, Sheila. That is clear, right? Why
Yes,
Bhakti
ma'am.
is joining again and again?
Hello?
Hello? Bhakti, do you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
some issue while joining? Are you facing some issue?
तेच होतं मॅम, लेफ्ट होतंय, जॉईन होतंय आणि आवाज पण नाही जाते, थोडं नेटवर्कचा इश्यूज येत आहे.
I think there is network issue today also. Like yesterday, we were facing the same thing because I saw
Yes,
when
ma'am.
on the Google Meet it was like your network is out and the stream also stopped. I have again started the streaming. Let's see what happens. I am thinking that only why Bhakti is leaving and joining again and again. I was on that part only. There might be some issue with the internet connection today also. Let's see how it
कनेक्ट
goes.
करायलाच प्रॉब्लेम येतोय.
Huh?
कनेक्ट
Voice is
व्हायलाच
not coming
प्रॉब्लेम
clear.
येतोय.
Yes, Sheila, speak. Hello. Hello. Hello, Sheila.
आज झाले.
Huh. Hello.
हॅलो?
Internet connection is unstable. Okay, huh. Yes, Sheila, speak now. Are you able to hear me?
येस मॅम.
Okay, we will continue then.
येस मॅम.
Next is what? Clear, unbroken line of authority. See, clear authority, clarity should be there within the authority, who is having what authority and who is going to command what decision, right? It points out the scalar principle or the chain of command. The line of authority flows from the highest executive to the lowest managerial level, and the chain of command should not be broken. Chain of command means what? Order. Who has to follow which order? Command is an order, right? So there is a chain of command. If the topmost person gives some order to the person below it, he will give it to his subordinates, he will give to his subordinates, and he again to his subordinates, right? So there is a chain of command. So to follow the top person's order or command, the chain is there, and that should be a clear chain, right? That only happens in an organization. The top person gives some directions, we will be bringing these changes or whatever things. He will tell to his subordinate, he will again tell to his subordinate, and he again to his team members. So that chain of command or chain through which the order will be going of the decisions or the policies, that should be clear. Responsibility. Authority should be equal to responsibility. That is, each manager should have enough authority to accomplish the task. See, when we are giving the authority means what? You will take the decision. With that authority, he should also be given the responsibility to do that particular task. Accountability should be there to him. So, not just that I have the authority, I am the manager, you have to follow all my thinks what I am saying. That is not the case. With that authority which is given to him, there is a responsibility to him that the work must be done. There is an accountability to him, to the another manager, that if the work is done, why the work was not done, what the problem was, right? So there is a responsibility also. Efficiency. The organization structure should enable the enterprise to attain the objectives with lowest possible cost. So the structure should be such that proper coordination, cooperation is there to achieve the goals of the organization. And there should be proper efficiency between the people working in that structure. Next is what? Unity of command. Each person should be accountable to a single supervisor. If an individual has to report only one supervisor, there is a sense of personal responsibility to one person for results. See, unity of command means what? I am working in a team and we will say two cases, unity of command. I have one manager to whom I have to report in case 1, and in the second case I have 2 managers to report. Which one will be more effective or helpful, case 1 or case 2? Person having one manager, person having 2 managers to whom he is reporting the work. First one, right? With only how many managers? 1 manager, right? And what do you all think on people attending through Google Meet? Anyone? Shella?
Yes, ma'am.
Which case will be effective when I am working in a team and I have been assigned 1 manager, and in the second case I have been assigned to 2 managers to whom I will be reporting? So which will be effective in working? Which will bring more productivity or efficiency in the work?
Where there is 2 manager team, there is working.
That will bring in productivity or efficiency, you mean to say?
Yes, ma'am.
No, Shella, it's not correct. See, what he was saying is right. See, when I have only 1 manager, there will be proper clear communication. I have to go to only 1 person. There will be clear communication between both of us. But when I have the 2 managers, there will be problems. I will be telling half of the work to 1 manager, half of the work to another manager. Then both of them will communicate with each other. Again, there will be a confusion. There will be no clear communication. And when I am having 2 managers, I am increasing my cost also when there is no requirement of another person, right? Right? Cost is also increasing. Proper efficiency or productivity is not there. Proper and clear communication about the work is not there. So there are drawbacks of having 2 managers. Instead, when I am having 1 manager, the cost is less, proper and clear communication is there, so efficiency and productivity is there. So the case 1 with only 1 manager is a good scenario. So that unity of command says. Unity of command says 1 person should only have 1 manager, not 2 or 3 managers. Clear, Shella?
Yes, ma'am.
Span of management. No superior at higher level should have more than 6 immediate subordinates. The average human brain can effectively direct 3 to 6 brain subordinates. See, now it was like how many managers we should have. Now it comes from the manager and the team. So what they are saying, if there is a manager and there is a team, a manager should handle maximum 6 team members. Minimum 3 to 6, not more than 6, because it will be difficult for the manager to handle these many people, right? First, it will be difficult. He will be not properly be able to communicate with them, right? He will not be properly able to assess, review their work, right? So when there are a lot of people to whom I am directing within the team, it will be to monitor them. It will be difficult, right? The manager has to monitor these people, so it will become difficult for him to monitor, and there will be hazards like who has done what work. He will not be able to properly manage them, right? So that is, they are saying that in a span of management, a manager should have team members, minimum 3 team members and maximum 6 team members only, not more than that. so that he is properly able to manage them, monitor them, review their work, understand their problems, and get the work done properly, right? Communication. A good communication subsystem is essential for smooth flow of information and understanding of effective business performance. See, this is important only. If there is no proper communication between the team members and the managers about the work, the problems they are facing, any type of issue that they are facing, right, about the leave or any other related to work or whatever they may be, if there is no clear communication, manager will not understand what the problem they are facing, he will not be able to resolve that problem, right? Again, then also if they want to take leaves, if they don't communicate that properly, plan the leaves properly, again it will be a burden on the other team members to do his work, right? So clear communication is very important while working in an organization. If not just with his manager, when I am a manager in a team and I have a manager above me, if I don't clearly communicate with him also, there will be problems, right, with the work getting done within the deadline and with that level of quality and efficiency. Flexibility. The organization is expected to provide, just a minute, I'll check. The organization is expected to provide built-in devices to facilitate growth and expansion without dislocation. It should not be rigid or inelastic. See, flexibility within the organization structure is very important. Like if someone is not well, like you should give not very well, or there is some problem with his mother, family emergency is there, and if you don't give leave to that person within that time, that person will feel like they are not considering my value. So after 2-3 years, that person will leave the organization, he will find some another organization because you are not understanding his problems, right? When he requires those leaves, you are not understanding his problems, and if you are not valuing him, he will certainly not feel motivated and work for the organization. So flexibility is required. You should not be too rigid. If someone someone is facing some issue, should try to understand that problem and check to create a win-win situation for him, the team also, and for him also, and to tackle that problem. So that flexibility should be there while you are working as a manager. You should not be rigid. Formal and informal organization. The formal organization refers to the structure of jobs and positions with clearly defined functions and relationships as prescribed by the top management. This type of organization is built by the management to realize the objectives of an enterprise and is bound by rules, systems, and procedures. Formal means what? See, you have to follow some rules, regulations, policies, procedures. That is a formal. You have to abide by these rules, policies, procedures. Everyone is assigned a certain responsibility for the performance of the given task and given the required amount of authority for carrying it out. Informal organization, which does not appear on the organization chart, supplements the formal organization in achieving organization goals effectively and efficiently. The working of informal groups and leaders is not as simple as it may appear to be. Therefore, it is obligatory for the manager to study thoroughly the working pattern of informal relationships in the organization and use them for achieving the organization. See, informal means what? Formal means we are very professional. With whom? It can be with our teachers, it can be with our colleagues, it can be with our manager or any person in the organization. We are very formal or professional at that environment. Informal means when we are talking with our friends, when we are talking with our parents, we have that bonding, right? So we don't talk that professionally with them. We talk in a lighter way, or we can laugh, we can say something, we can crack a joke. But in a formal thing, in a professional environment, in the organization, we can't do these things, right? We have to be professional. So the manager should not be just there should not be just a only formal environment within the organization. Manager, while talking with the team members, should also talk if in a formal way only, in a professional way only, but he should be such that in an informal way he should try to understand their emotions, their attitudes, their problems that they are facing while doing the work, or any other problem, and try to resolve that. If we just build a formal relationship, then it will be 100% formal relationship. It will be a bit problematic because the employee will not feel like work culture will not be such that his problems are understood, so he will not feel valued in that environment. So a bit smaller portion of informal relationship between the manager and the team members is also required, is what they are saying. Formal organization, a system of consciously coordinated activities or forces of two or more persons. It refers to the structure of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility, and accountability. It is a professional environment. I have my authority, I have to do certain work, it's my responsibility, and I am accountable for that work, right? The essence of formal organization is conscious common purpose and comes into being when persons, how we build a formal environment in the organization, they are saying that. Are we able to communicate with each other? We will be communicating about the work with each other, right? Are we willing to act? Only communication will not help, right? We have to follow the directions of the manager while doing the work. We have to do the everyday work assigned, right? Share a purpose. What is our purpose? Complete the work within the deadline, to achieve a particular objective, to bring improvements in the work. That will be our purpose. The formal organization is built around four key pillars. They are division of labor. Division of labor means what? If we want to do a particular work, I will assign some work to certain people, some within the team member. It will not be just that only one person is doing all the work. The work will be divided, the tasks will be divided among the people within the team members according to their experience, knowledge, and skill. Like a person who is working in the same organization and has a with less experience, less knowledge, newly joined, a bit easier work will be given to. So according to their experience, knowledge, and skills, duties will be, that type of task will be given to those person, and the work will be divided among the team members. Scalar and functional processes, structure and span of control. See, span of control we saw. Like only the manager should have only 3 to 6 subordinates, not more than that, right? Minimum 3, maximum 6. Structure, proper clear structure should be there with authority, who has what authority, who will take what decisions, clear communication should be there within that structure, right? Thus a formal organization is one resulting from planning where the pattern of structure has already been determined by the top management. Now we will see what are the characteristics of formal organization. We'll take a break of 5 minutes. 4:16 or 4:17 we will continue. This is a lot of theory today. Are you able? Everyone is able to understand up till now? Any doubts? On team, on Google Meet, anyone any doubts? Hello?
Hello, yes ma'am.
Yes, Shaila, any doubt up till now?
No ma'am.
Okay. This is just a simple thing, not that difficult. Constantly talking also like it and constantly we are if we are taking a topic constantly, it should have some break in between, right? Where I was.
Yes.
10 minutes break will take. Not here, it is your formal organization and characteristics. Hello, Shaila, am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Huh.
Hello, yes, ma'am.
We will start, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, we are on characteristics of formal organization. Formal organization structure is laid down by the top management to achieve organization goal. What will be the main objective of any type of formal or informal? It is to achieve the organizational goals, right? Formal organization prescribes the relationships among the people working in the organization. We have a relationship, right? Even though we are working in the finance department, we have relationship with people from different departments through which we require the data or through from which we want to coordinate for some work, right? We are not just that we will be working for finance department, we will not have good relations with other departments. We should have, right? If any work related issue or anything which we require help from the other department, we will be coordinating, cooperating with them to get the help for the particular issue, right? So that is required. Good relations within the other departments and within the organization are important. Next is the organization structure is consciously designed to enable the people of the organization work together for accomplishing the common objectives of the enterprise. See, the structure should be such that people should accomplish the objectives of the organization. It should be in such a way that the objective of the organization should be achieved. Organization structure concentrates on the jobs to be performed and not the individuals who are to perform the jobs. See, in the formal organization, I said it is a professional environment. We will not be focusing on the person. We just want the work to be done. We are focusing on the work that the person is doing, and is the work getting done? What are the problems in the work? So the focus is on the work rather than on the person. In a formal organization, individuals are fitted into jobs and positions. Thus, the formal relationships in the organization arise from the pattern of responsibilities that are created by the management. So, what they are saying? Organized people are fitted into various jobs by the managerial decision, right? I know this is a newcomer. He does not have the knowledge about experience, much knowledge, that much he is not that much skilled. I will give him a task which is less on the priority or less important and which is more easy, right? So the manager will decide which task to be done by which person according to his knowledge, skill and experience. A formal organization is bound by rules, regulations and procedures. See, it is a formal professional environment, so we need to follow the rules and the regulations of the organization. In a formal organization, the position, authority, responsibility and accountability of each level are clearly defined. See, I am manager, what is my position? That is completely defined. What is my responsibility? Where, to whom I am accountable? What work should I do? What decisions I can take? Everything is predefined. Organization structure is based on division of labor and specialization to achieve efficiency in the operations. We saw what is specialization of labor. The person who is more skilled, more knowledgeable will do a specific task which is more required or which is more important or more difficult, right? Specialized persons will do specialized tasks. And division of labor means what? Only one person cannot do a single task. The task will be divided among the people. They will coordinate, cooperate with each other to do the work. A formal organization is deliberately impersonal. What I said? Impersonal means we have a professional environment. We don't go and discuss about everyone's personal problems, personal issues, personal things there. We just focus on the main focus is on the work related issues, work related problems, right? And how we will make improvements in the work. So this is a completely impersonal professional environment. where we were. The organization does not take into consideration the sentiments of organizational members. See, in the team, the sentiments, the emotions, these are kept apart. Work is the first priority. We don't take into consideration anyone's personal problem, anyone's personal issue, their sentiments, anything like he is fighting with his wife or anything personal. These things are ignored and not taken into consideration. The authority and responsibility relationships created by the organization structure are honored by everyone. Right? In a formal organization, coordination proceeds according to the prescribed pattern. Coordination means how the pattern, according to the structure, the coordination will be there. I face any problem, I'll go to my manager. If he is not able to resolve, he'll reach out to his manager, right? So it will coordination and cooperation chain is with a particular structure. Advantages of formal organization. The formal organization structure concentrates on the job performed. It therefore makes everybody responsible for a given task. If I assign you a specific task, you are responsible for the task. You are accountable for the work that you are doing, right? And I don't want any personal things that I could not do due to this. So these focus is on the work, the responsibility of the work, the accountability of the work that is being done, right? A formal organization is bound by rules, regulations and procedures. It thus ensures law and order in the organization. See, a formal organization is bound by the rules, regulations and the procedures, right? We saw we have to follow certain rules, regulations and procedures. So, when we are going to follow these rules, regulations and procedures, everyone in the team, everyone in the organization has to follow them, right? So that creates a sense of uniformity or certain proper way is there, right? Anyone can't do anything, right? When we are following the rules, regulations, we are working in a proper way. That helps in getting the work done. The organization structure enables the people of the organization to work together for accomplishing the common objectives of the enterprise. We come together, we coordinate, cooperate, talk about the work related issues, problems, feedbacks by everyone, what improvements we can do, and finally we are helping to achieve the goal of our team and the organization, right? What are the disadvantages of formal organizational structure? Formal organizational structure does not take into consideration the sentiments of organization members. See, if anyone has any personal issue, there is a medical emergency at his home, or he is having some health issue, that things are not considered. So what happens? People don't feel valued, or their problems are not taken into consideration. So then they don't feel motivated to work for the organization goals. That is the disadvantage. Formal organization does not consider the goals of individual. It is designed to achieve the goals of organization only. See, working as an organization, every individual has some goals. Every individual wants to get promoted in the organization, wants a more hike or increase in the salary, right? So these individual goals are not taken into consideration. If we take into consideration these goals, the individual will feel motivated that the organization also wants me to achieve my goals. So he will feel motivated and valued. But we are completely ignoring the individual goals and taken into account only the organizational goals and to achieve them, right? But if we take into consideration both the goals, both of the individual and the organization, there will be a win-win situation and the person will feel motivated. But this is the problem in the formal organizational structure, that we don't take into consideration the individual goals. The formal organization is bound by rigid rules, regulations and procedures. This makes the achievement of goals difficult. See, the organization is bound by rigid rules, regulations, and procedures. So, we have to abide by these rules. There is no flexibility there. So, that's why it creates a problem. Now, we will see what is an informal organization. Informal organization refers to the relationship between people in the organization based on their personal attitudes, emotions, prejudices, like dislikes. See, informal is the same way. When we talk with our friends, with our parents, we can tell our problems, personal issues, any problem that we are facing. Right? So, when there is a informal communication between the manager, like I am facing this issue at my home, I'm having this health issue or particular personal issue, then what happens is that even though if the manager is not going to resolve that issue, he feels that he can open up first thing, right? He can tell his issue. Then what he feels, his emotions and sentiments are taken into account, right? So that feels him valued and he feels more motivated to do the work, right? These relations are not developed according to the procedures and regulations laid down in the formal organization structure. Generally, large formal groups give rise to small informal groups or social groups. These groups may be based on same taste, language, culture, or some other factors. See, language, people with same language can, you are from, see, Karnataka, I am also from Karnataka, you know Kannada, I know this, so you visited this place. So that helps in creating a informal relationship with your colleague or your manager, right? With the language, within the same native or within a particular taste. You like this, I also like this. That helps in building the friendship and some other things, right? So that is also required. These groups are not pre-planned, but they developed automatically within the organization according to its environment. So it is not like pre-planned that you two will formal relationship. It according to the environment, the talk, the similarities that come up, the taste, the preferences, you develop an informal relationship also with your colleague or your manager, right? So what are the characteristics of informal organization? Informal organization is not established by a formal authority. Formal authority means what? As a manager and a team member, I have a formal authority and we have a professional environment. But that is not built in an informal way. It is unplanned and arises spontaneously, instantly due to the same taste, preferences, same native, same language, same state. There may be developed informal relationships that are not pre-planned that there should be an informal relationship between these two people in the company. It is not planned according to the environment, the taste, preferences, language, state, and the similarities that come up. We develop informal relationships. Informal organizations reflect human relationships. It arises from personal and social relations among the people working in the organization. See, these are personal things. This is not a professional environment. So, informal relationships are built up with personal. Formation of informal organization is a natural process. It is not based on rules, regulations, and procedures. Next is what? The interrelations among the people in the informal organization cannot be shown in an organization chart. See, formal relationships can be shown in an organizational chart. We are a team member, this is our manager, his manager is this. But informal relationships can be they shown in a chart? No. These personal things or personal relationships which get developed due to the same state, same language, same taste, preferences, or the friendships, can we show them in a chart? No. While the formal organization structure, which is a professional environment, can be shown in a chart, right? This is my manager, his manager, his manager, right? In the case of informal organization, the people cut across formal channels of communication and communicate among themselves. See, and there is no formal channel also for this informal relationship that build up. In a formal relationship, I have a channel. I will report to my manager, professional environment. My manager to his, right? But in this informal relation, there is no proper channel also of communication. Anyone can develop an informal. The person, the director can have an informal relationship with a colleague who is a new, my colleague who is a new joiner, right? Can develop due to the same state, due to the same language or a same native or some relationship, some relative in common, right? You don't know. He may have some person, relative in common. They both may have. That may develop an informal relationship between them, right? The membership of informal organizations is voluntary. It arises spontaneously and not by deliberate or concise efforts. Informal organizations are based on common taste, problem, language, religion, culture. It is influenced by the personal attitudes, emotions, whims, likes, dislikes of the people in the organization. We saw like common taste and preferences, same language, same native, other these things are, and the same culture that we have within the people, that will develop informal relationships within the people, right? Friendships or some things, right? It is on the people's attitude. If we have same opinion, we will develop a relationship. If we have some different opinion, we will not develop an informal relationship, right? What are the benefits of this now? Just a minute, I'll check whether it is true. Only 42 minutes, okay. Fine. It blends with the formal organization to make it more effective. See, only a formal organization will not help, and only an informal environment will not help you, right? There should be a mix of both, a formal as well as informal environment in the organization. Professional environment is required. Informal environment, how will it help to get the work done? Will it help? No. And only a professional environment will not help. Some part or some bit percentage of it should have an informal relationship that will help to develop a good work culture, to feel the employee valued, right? Many things which cannot be achieved through formal organizations can be achieved through informal. See, when we have good informal relationships, sometimes what happens, even if a person or a person from the other team is not ready to help or his work is not there, see, we are working in a team, suppose, huh? And there is some problem in my work, and it is not your responsibility, it is my responsibility. So you can just I approached you, it is the team of your work, we have good informal relationships with each other, so it is my accountability. You just told me a bit little, and due to my accountability, my responsibility, I need to do, but still I am not able to do that work and I face some problem. But if we have informal relationships, you will help me a bit more than the normal thing, right? To get the work done, because we have good relationships informal. So it helps the things in getting done, right? If our team is not able to resolve the issue and we have good informal relationships, though it's not your responsibility, it's the responsibility of our team, you will help because there are good informal relationships between us, right? Because we are friends, you will help it out. So it helps in getting the work done, right? The presence of informal organization in an enterprise makes the managers plan and act more carefully. Informal organization acts as a means by which the workers achieve a sense of security and belonging. It provides social satisfaction to group members. Belonging is there. Oh, I have these friends in the company. You say, na? If anyone I receive someone who says I want to get a job in a particular department in the company. What do you say? Oh, I have this friend in that department. I'll talk with him and tell you. So that creates a belongingness or a sense of belonging between us, right? An informal organization has powerful influence on productivity and job satisfaction. I saw it was not your responsibility, your team's responsibility. It was our team's responsibility to do the work. But any one of the team could not resolve. But it is not your responsibility, even though you helped us. So what it helped? It helped in getting the work done, improving the productivity and job satisfaction, and getting the work done. The informal leader lightens the burden of the formal managers and tries to fill in the gaps of the manager's ability. Informal organization helps the group members to attain specific personal objectives. See, it also helps to attain personal objectives. Informal organization is the best means of employee communication. It is very fast. See, when we are in a formal relation within the organization, our communication is not that good, right? But when we are in an informal relationship, we speak up more, open up more, right? When we are friends, we will open up more. Rather, when we are in a professional environment, we can't open up more, right? So that opening up and solution to the problems helps a lot. Informal organizations give psychological satisfaction to the members. It acts as a safety valve for the emotional problems and frustrations of the workers of the organization, because they get a platform to express their feelings. See, they get a platform to express their feelings. If they don't get a platform to express their feelings, they will not feel valued, or that their problems are not being listened. It serves as an agency of social control of human behavior. Now we have the forms of organization. Two minutes. What are the forms of organization? Organization require the creation of structural relationships among different departments and individuals working there for the accomplishment of desired goals. We saw we should have some relationship with the people in the other departments, good relations with them, so that if we face any problem we are not able to resolve related to their work, also they will help us. Organization structure is primarily concerned with the allocation of tasks and delegation of authority. The establishment of formal relationships among the individual working in the organization is very important to make clear the lines of authority in the organization and coordinate the efforts of different individuals in an efficient manner. See, formal relationship is also important. How it is helping? It is creating an environment related to the work. It is helping me to what is my responsibility, what work I need to do, what work I am accountable, to whom I am accountable, right? According to the different practices of distributing authority and responsibility among the members of the enterprise, several types of organization structure have been evolved. There are different types of organization structure. Line organization, line and staff organization, functional organization and committee organization. Line organization. This is the simplest and the earliest form of organization. It is a simple and early form of organization. So it is a traditional form, hierarchical form, where we have this person reporting to this to this, this to this. The line organization represents the structure in the direct vertical relationship through which the authority flows. It shows my manager, his manager, line of authority. Under this, the line of authority flows vertically downward from top to bottom throughout the organization. The quantum of authority is highest at the top and reduces at each successive level down the hierarchy. We know people on the top have more authority. As we go down, the authority or the responsibility and the power to make the decision gets reduced, right? All major decisions and orders are made by the executives at the top and are handed down to their immediate subordinates, who in turn break up the orders into specific instructions for the purpose of their execution by another set of subordinates, right? Top people take the orders, they give them to the down people break these orders, you will perform this, you will do this. Simple. A direct relationship of authority and responsibility is thus established between the superior and subordinates. The superior exercises a direct authority over his subordinates, who become entirely responsible for their performance to their commanding superior. Thus, in the line organization, the line of authority consists of an uninterpreted series of authority steps and forms a hierarchical arrangement. The line of authority not only becomes the avenue of command to operating personnel, but also provides the channel of communication, coordination and accountability in the organization. See, line of authority provides a proper channel for communication, right? And to whom I am accountable? I am accountable to my manager, he to his manager. A proper flow of communication and proper person to whom I am accountable, right? Professor Florence enunciates 3 principles which are necessary to realize the advantages of the system and non-observance of which will involve inefficiency. So these are the 3 principles what they are saying. Command should be given to subordinates through the immediate supervisor. There should be no skipping of links in the chain of command. If I am going to get a command, my immediate supervisor, not from the top. I have a manager, right? That manager should only give me the command, not the person from the top. Even though he has taken that decision, he has given that order, he will not going to give the command to me. He will give to his manager, he to his manager, he to my manager, and then my manager to me. My immediate manager will only give me the commands. And skipping of command should not be there. Skipping means what? If the top level manager gives some command to below his person, he should give it to his manager, his reporting person, right? And he to my manager, and my manager to mine. If there is a skipping in between, he does not give that command to the specific person below him, the command will get skipped within that lane. He will not give to his manager, and my manager will not give to me. So there will be again a problem. So skipping should not be there, and the immediate supervisor should only give the command to the person, right? There should be only one chain. That is, command should be received from only one immediate supervisor. See, we saw 2 managers should not be there. Unity of command should be there. What will happen if 2 managers are there? The problem will be that one manager will give me some different command, another manager will give me different command. I will not be able to execute which command should I do first, which activity should I do second, because both are my managers only. Which activity I should prioritize, right? I will tell certain things to one manager, some things to another. If there is no proper communication between them, he will tell me something different, he will tell that person different, he will say he said me this, So again there is a problem, right? So they are saying one person should have only one manager. That is the unity of command. The subordinates of whose work is directly commanded by the supervisor should be limited. We saw that in the span of management, right? What span of management was saying? Unity of command was saying one person should have only one manager, right? And span of management was saying one manager within a team should have minimum 3 and maximum 6 team members only, not more than 6, because it will be difficult for that manager to handle if there are more than 6 people, right? He will not be able to properly manage them and get the work done. That's why. Advantages or merits of line of organization. It is the easiest to establish and simplest to explain to the employees. See, it is very easy. We have a structure, proper structure, me, my manager, his manager, his manager. So it is an easy way to understand to the employees. It fixes the responsibility for performance of tasks in a definite manner upon certain individuals. See, it is giving a responsibility to my manager, his manager, particularly with specific tasks. There is clear-cut identification of authority and responsibility relationship. Employees are fully aware of the boundaries of their job. See, I know what is my responsibility, what is my authority. My manager knows his responsibility, his authority. His manager knows that. So that is very clear in this line of organization. It is most economical and effective. Economical means what? The structure is not much costly. And it is effective means there is efficiency in this structure. If there is proper coordination, cooperation, clear communication, it is an effective, it will work. This structure will work. Line organization structure. It makes for unity of control, thus confirming the scalar principle of organization. It ensures excellent discipline in the enterprise. Why? Because every individual knows to whom he is responsible, right? I have to tell if this work is done or not, or what problems I am facing. I know the person to whom I have to tell this, right? If I don't have the specific person to whom I have to communicate or tell, there will be a problem again, right? So there is a proper way through which I can communicate my problems. The work is done, not everything to a specific person, and I know he is the person of authority and I have to tell him that. So there is a proper discipline in the organization, right? It is not that discipline means what? Proper way. Anyone can, I just can't go and tell anyone that I am facing this problem in the work and that I have done this work, another manager, right? From a marketing department. No, right? There is a proper channel, proper person assigned to me, right? So it is, there is a disciplined way. It facilitates prompt decision making because there is definite authority at every level. Every person knows what decisions he can take, right? So he knows, my manager knows I can take this decision or I cannot take this decision. If he knows I can take this decision, he will use his knowledge, skill and expertise to take the good decision, right? Take the proper decision if he has that authority. As all the activities relating to one department or division are managed by one executive, there can be effective coordination of activities. See, only one person is the head of the finance department, only one person is the head of marketing department, only one person is the head of engineering department. So what this is happening? Proper person, proper authority is there to take the decisions, right? If there are 2-3 persons who are on the top of the head of the particular department, finance, then there will be conflicts among them that we should take this decision or not, and there will not be quick decisions to be taken. This system is flexible or elastic in the sense that as executive has sole responsibility in his own position and sphere of work, he can easily adjust the organization to the changing conditions. Then what they are saying? Under this system, responsibility and authority are clearly defined. See, there is a structure, then every person knows his responsibility, authority, how, what decisions he can make, what he can't make. So these are very clear at to the people that are taking the decisions on the various levels of authority. Every member of the organization knows his exact position, to whom he is responsible, who are responsible to him. Because of the clear fixation of responsibility, no person can escape from his liability. No person can escape. I was not, this work is not assigned to me. I don't need to do this work, or this is not my responsibility, right? Anyone can't say this, because everyone knows I am responsible to him. My manager knows he is responsible to his manager. Everyone has a particular person to whom he is responsible. Then what are the demerits here? In the line of organization. With growth, line organization makes the superiors work too overloaded. Since all the work is done according to the wishes of one person alone, the efficiency of the whole department will come to depend upon the management displayed by the head of department. Therefore, something happens to an efficient manager, the future of the department and the concerned whole will be jeopardized. See, only the one person is the head of the finance department, and he leaves, or he finds another job and he leaves. Then again it will create a problem. Who will take the decisions? What will be there? Again the work will be overloaded, and if anyone leaves, my manager leaves, right? He finds another job, he switches his company. Again the work will be overloaded on the other people, because some person will be assigned, the person above him will be assigned his work also and the manager's work also. It will create overloaded, and again problems in taking the decisions will be there. Being an autocratic system, it may be operated on arbitrary opinion and dictatorial basis. Dictatorial means what? You have to listen to me only. See, if it is related to work, it is necessary, but some people dominate, that creates a toxic environment, right? Dominate the work to be done, don't behave in a good way, right? So that is create a dictatorial way and a toxic environment within the organization. Under this system, subordinates should follow the orders of their superior without expression of their opinion on the order. This means there is limited communication. See, I should follow what my manager say. I should not give my opinion on the work. So again, it is creating problems. If the subordinate has some innovative ideas or some improvements which could be brought about, but the manager is not having anything of that sort in his mind, his opinion will never be considered, and those improvements will not be brought up in the work, right? So that is not a good way of working, right? There may be good deal of nepotism and favoritism, right? See, if there are 4 to 5 team members and I am a manager, and with one person I have good relations, maybe due to we are working for a long duration together. So what will happen? I will promote that person only, right? Or I will listen to his views only. I will not listen even though another team member is telling me an important opinion or feedback giving, I will not listen to his opinion. So that is favoritism and politics in the organization. This may result in efficient people being left behind and inefficient people getting higher and better positions. Why? Because I have good relations with that person and we are working together for a long duration. I will promote him. So that is what favoritism and politics in the organization. He will get promoted. Even though another person working in the same team has the proper knowledge, skill, experience and more potential than him, I will not promote him. So that is what favoritism and politics. The line organization suffers from lack of specialized skill of experts. Modern business is so complex that it is extremely difficult for one person to carry in his head all the necessary details about the work in the department. See, specialized skill of experts are not there in this line of organization. Line of organization is not suitable to big organizations because it does not provide specialists in the structure. Many jobs require specialist knowledge to perform them. A line of organization is suitable for small or medium enterprises and not for big enterprises because there are no specialized people involved in this line of organization. So specialized knowledge or skill is not there. If superiors take a wrong decision, it would be carried out without anybody having the courage to point out its deficiencies. See, what is line of organization? I will only listen to the manager. I will not give my opinion, my feedback, any improvements required in the work. So what will happen? I know the manager is taking some wrong decision, but I will not have that ability to speak. No, we should do this work in this way. This is not the right approach. I don't have that authority or the power or anything we could say. I don't have that power to speak. That does create a problem. Wrong decisions will also be taken. Right? The organization is rigid and inflexible. Rigid and inflexible means what? I will listen to my manager, he to his manager, he to his manager. Right? But manager will never listen to my feedbacks, my improvements, means my feedbacks that I give or my improvements that I give towards the work. Any improvement that I want, my automation that I am doing related to the work, or anything which which is resulting in more efficiency or productivity in the work. Even though my point is valid, it is good, he is not going to listen to it. So it is a very rigid way, right? Only I am going to listen to this person, this person. I don't know to give my feedbacks, my opinions, right? So that is not a good way. The environment should be such that some things of the, even though they are subordinates working in the team, their opinions, their feedbacks, if they are significant and good, that should be taken into consideration, right? There is concentration of authority at the top. If the top executives are not capable, the enterprise will not be successful. See, what is this? The top people will be taking the decisions and everyone is following. If the top people are not competent or don't take right decisions, no one will speak. We will just follow and the organization will not work in an efficient way. Professor Florence sums up the inefficiencies of the line organization system under 3 heads. So what are these inefficiencies under the 3 heads of line organization system? Failure to get correct information and to act upon. Sometimes we don't get the correct information to act upon. Red tape and bureaucracy, that is favoritism and politics. Lack of specialized skill of experts. Specialized experts are not there to help the managers or the top management to bring about changes in the work. Line and staff organization. See, the difference between line and staff organization is that in line, what we saw line organization. Now in line and staff organization, what is the difference is that in line and staff organization, there are specialized experts of the particular field who will be guiding the top executives in their work, in taking the decisions and improvements related to the work. So, if the top executives are taking some wrong decisions or want to take any significant decision which they don't have a specialized knowledge, they will take the opinion of specialized experts. And the specialized experts will give them their specialized knowledge or opinion, and that will help into taking correct decisions. Right? What we saw in line and staff organization, if the top people take wrong decisions, everything will go wrong. The organization's efficiency will be in problem. But in line and staff organization, this problem doesn't exist because we have specialized experts helping the top management in the taking that particular decision. So that helps in taking correct decisions by the top management, and correct decisions implemented within the organization will help the organization work efficiently. So this is the major difference between line and staff organization. Line and staff organization has specialized people to help the top management take decisions. In line and staff organization, the line authority remains the same as it does in the line organization. Authority flows from top to bottom. The main difference is that specialists are attached to line and managers to advise them on important matters. What I told, correct? Manager will have a specialized person while he is taking the decision. He will take the advice of that specialized person and then take a decision. And mostly the decision will not go wrong when we take advice of a specialized person. These specialists stand ready with their speciality to serve the line managers as and when their services are called for, to collect information and to give help which will enable the line officials to carry out their activities better. The staff officers do not have any power of command in the organization as they are employed to provide expert advice to the line officers. See, these specialized people will not have the authority to take the decision, but just the authority to, the power to advise. They will not take the decision. The decision will be taken by the manager only, but their opinion will be taken into consideration. And they cannot force to the manager to take this decision only, right? So they are just advisors and they don't take the decisions. They will advise, managers will take the decision. The combination of line organization with expert staff constitutes the type of organization known as line and staff organization. So clear with the difference between line and staff organization, Shaila? Hello? Shaila, are you able to
Hello? Yes ma'am.
Then we will see.
थोडा आवाज ब्रेक, नेटवर्क कडे थोडा आवाज ब्रेक होतो मॅम.
Still, I can't really do anything on that part. It's beyond my control.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so we will see.
Yes ma'am.
The types of staff. Staff means what? The specialized people here. We saw on a line and staff organization. The staff is the specialized people who are advising the managers. Line means the managers, and the staff means the specialized people whose advice the managers will take. So there are specialized people also. There are some categories. We will see these categories. Personal staff, specialized staff, and general staff. Here the staff official is attached to a personal assistant or advisor to the line manager. For example, assistant to managing director. See, the managing director will have an assistant. So the combination will be here as a personal staff assisting the managing director. Specialized staff. Such staff as the fountainhead of expertise in specialist areas like research and development, personnel, accounting. And general staff is what? This category of staff consists of set experts in different areas who are meant to advise and assist the top management on matters in that specific field. Specialized staff, general staff will be what? In that specific field. Finance, R&D, engineering. Now we will see what are the features of this type of organization, line and staff organization. Line means the manager and the staff will be the specialized person whose opinion the manager will take to take the decision. Under this system, there are line officers who have the authority and command over the subordinates, means the managers. Managers have the authority. The staff, that is the specialist people, don't have the authority to take the decisions, right? The staff officers are specialized who offer expert advice to the line officers to perform their tasks efficiently. Under this system, the staff officers prepare the plans and give advice to the line officers, and line officers execute the plan with the help of workers, right? I will be a specialized person. Manager will approach me. We want to take a decision, how to take this decision. I am not able to interpret, or I am not able to take a correct decision. Will you assist me? He will prepare a plan, tell the particular plan to the manager. Manager will take that decision and tell to the workers. Workers will implement the decision. The line and staff organization is based on the principle of specialization, right? Manager is not taking the decision because he is not having that particular knowledge or skill in that particular situation to take the decision. So he is taking the opinion of specialized person. So it is a specialized way. Advantages of line and staff organization. It brings expert knowledge to bear upon the management and operating problems. Thus, line managers get benefit of specialized knowledge of staff specialists at various levels. See, when we bring into expert knowledge, when we take the opinion of expert, the decision will not go wrong. The decision will be a good decision, and it will certainly help in improving the efficiency and the productivity of the organization. So decisions are taken as good decisions. The expert and advice and guidance given by the staff officers to the line managers benefit the entire organization, right? The decision is right. It will benefit the organization. As the staff officers look after the detailed analysis of each important managerial activity, it relieves the line managers of the botheration of concentration on specialized functions. See, specialized functions are handled by the specialized people. So manager is least bothered about the specialized function, and he can focus on the main activities of which he has knowledge and skill. Staff specialists help the line managers in taking better decisions by providing expert advice. Therefore, there will be sound managerial decisions under the system. So decision taken will be a good decision. It will never be a wrong decision. Sound decision will be taken. It makes possible the principle of undivided responsibility and authority, and at the same time permits the staff specialization. Thus, the organization takes advantage of personal organization while maintaining the unity of command. It is based upon planned specialization. See, planning, the specialized person will plan, and it is a planned specialization. Line and staff organization has greater flexibility in the sense that new specialized activities can be added to the line activities without disturbing the line procedure. Next is what? Disadvantages of line and staff organization. See, it has some benefits, but it will have some disadvantages also. We will be seeing what are these disadvantages. Unless the duties and responsibilities of the staff members are clearly indicated by chart and manual, they may be considered confusion among the organization as to the functions and position of staff members with relation to the line supervisor. See, again the problem will be there. The specialized person and the manager has to decide for which activities or which decisions I have to go to the specialized person and which not, right? So again the authority will change of taking the decision by the specialized. The opinion of the specialized person should be taken or not taken into consideration is a big issue, right? For which activities we should take and we should not, for which activities we should not take the opinion of the specialized person, right? Is a big question mark here. There is generally conflict between the line and staff executives. See, if I go for a specific decision, like opinion of the specialized person, and the specialized person gives some opinion, but the manager thinks this opinion is not good. What I think is a better decision. So there will be a conflict between them. So whose decision should be taken into consideration? The specialized person or the manager, right? The line managers feel that the staff specialists do not always give the right type of advice. They may think, right? Manager will think he is not giving me a right advice. I should not take this decision. And the staff officials generally complain that their advice is not properly attended to. What the specialist will say, my advice is not taken into consideration. So again a conflict between the specialist and the line manager. Line managers sometimes may resent activities of staff members. Resent means what? Resist. Unwilling to implement the activities given by the specialized person. Feeling that prestige and influence of line managers suffer from the presence of specialists. See, every time I am going to the specialist person and listening to him, his decision only. So, will my value reduce as a manager? Reduce na. I am not taking decisions on own. I am going to the specialized person and listening to his decision. Then, even though I have the authority, my value gets reduced, right? I am not taking the particular decision every time. I am going to the specialist person. So, Due to the specialist person, the manager feels that his value gets reduced in the organization or his authority is less. The staff experts may be ineffective because they do not get the authority to implement their recommendations. See, even though the specialist person tells me something and I take over that decision, I accept the decision taken by him and implement it, I will not implement it correctly because I don't have the specialized knowledge. And what the specialist person will feel, I told this decision in such a good way, but it is not implemented in the correct manner. So, but I don't have the authority to implement it. So again a problem. This type of organization requires the appointment of large number of staff officers or experts in addition to the line manager. As a result, the system becomes quite expensive. Specialized persons are not that economical people. We have to pay high charge for them to be employed, right? So every time I am taking an opinion of a specialist person is not feasible or economical to me because I am getting a cost of that specialized person, right? So again, it is a cost. And again, it is a big question for which decisions I should go to the specialized person and which decisions I should take myself as a manager. Although expert information and advice are available, they reach the workers through the officers and thus run the risk of misunderstanding and misinterpretation. See, expert advice is available, but the manager does he know about that thing in whole? No. So the complete information does not, even though I understood the plan which is told decision or the plan told by the specialized person, I don't have the specialized knowledge about it. I will tell how the specialized person told to me. And if the people working within me have some doubts about the plan, how to do this, how to do that, they ask me some queries, will I be able to resolve or tell them solutions to that? No, because I just took the plan from the specialized person, gave it to them. The people below me will approach me only, not the specialized person, if any problem in implementing the plan are faced. I am not the person who has planned the plan, so I don't have the knowledge about it, specialization about it. So I will not be helped in if there are any problems again or queries which come up while implementing the plan, right? Again, this will create a problem. Since staff members are not accountable for the results, they may not be performing their duties well. Staff members mean what? Specialized person. I just have to give the advice. I am not accountable if the advice is implemented properly or not. I am least bothered, right? So he will not perform his duty well. Line managers deal with problems in more practical manner, but staff officials who are specialized in their fields tend to be more theoretical. This may hamper the coordination in the organization. See, we as a manager, managers will always think in a practical aspect, but the specialized people, they will not think in a practical aspect. They are more of the theoretical part. So again, the hampers the organizational efficiency. Now we have functional organization and committee organization. Up till now, is it clear between the two line and staff organization? Shaila?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhakti?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhakti? Hello, Bhakti?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you clear on the concept?
Yes.
I think we will stop here for today because it is too much. Like if I make it mix
Yes,
with
ma'am.
line and staff and again functional and what it is committee, right? It will create an issue and only we will be able to cover it, I think, mostly. Okay?
Yes,
Goodbye.
ma'am.
We'll meet in the next lecture.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.